Hi, my name is Natalie Fretwell, and this is my audience. The specific purpose of my speech is to inform my audience about the crime rates in the United States. Have you ever been in a place where you felt uneasy or unsafe? No matter where you are, there will always be a risk of danger. You may have been in one of the most dangerous places or states without even realizing it. The people in a community can affect the danger. It can either go up or down depending on the activity that's going on in the community. The FBI puts crimes into two categories. You have violent crimes, which include rape, murder, assault, kidnapping, and extortion. And then you have property crimes, which include theft, car theft, shoplifting, and vandalism. These two together determine which ranking you will be in the United States. There are many changes and theories dealing with our crime rate that we will discuss. Many people ask why the change, how much of a change. To find the answers, I did my research. The deeper I looked into it, the more interesting and important information I was able to uncover. First, we will discuss how the criminal ranking system works in the United States. In the United States, each state is ranked 1 through 50. We have 1 being the most dangerous and 50 being the least dangerous. These rankings will affect where people live because whenever you look into buying a house, a job, or even moving into an area, you often look at how dangerous or safe it is. This happened to my family whenever we were going to sell our house because whenever we had first moved in, it was very safe, family friendly, and then whenever we were getting close to moving and even after we moved, it went downhill. There were several bad people coming in, and it made the value of the property come in and also affected people being willing to come look at the house and even buy it. States with higher crime rates are often assumed to have more police officers. In 2016, an article stated that it is, however, true that if there's more police officers around, the criminal activity will decrease. Georgia is ranked number 21 in the United States. We have, in 2016, there were approximately 40,990 violent crimes, 309,770 property crimes, and the total crimes in that year came out to be 350,760. In 1990, police officials noticed that there was a drastic change in the crime rate. The violent crimes decreased by 51% and the property crimes decreased by 43%. This caused criminologists to look into it and find an explanation. They found that as the imprisonment rate went up, the crime rate went down. Between 2006 and 2014, 22 states saw that this was actually true, and as their prisons filled up with more prisoners, their crime rate went down. Prisons all over the country are experiencing overcrowding. This has caused many prisoners to be let out on parole early, expansion of prisons and building more, or even transferring prisoners from one prison to another whenever there's no more space. It is believed that lower employment rate does have an effect on our crime rate. Whenever a person is unemployed, they're more likely to participate in criminal activity. In hard times, you'll often see criminals come out and participate in illegal activities because they say it's easier or there's no other way. They're just desperate. A major issue in the United States is unsolved and unreported crimes. In 2016, a survey was taken and it showed that 42% of violent crimes were reported and 36% of property crimes were reported. The most common reasoning for not reporting a crime is that they believe the police couldn't help or it was a personal issue. Cases that are reported, however, are not always promised to be solved. Only 46% of the reported violent crimes were solved, and only 18% of the reported property crimes were solved. The low percentage of reported crimes being solved leaves people with little hope, and the ones who didn't report, it gives them another reason, an excuse for them to look at and say that's why they didn't report. Crime is one thing that will never go away. No matter where you are, there will always be crime in the area. The country is putting in extra enforcement to ensure the safety of Americans, and with more studies studies happening, we are starting to see a change in our crime rate. Criminologists believe that the crime rates will continue to decrease as they have for the past 28 years.